takes a stamp and leaves it with Shumpert, who's going to be dropped for a loss. Dylan Bradley, the bandit got into the backfield.
Well, coming to Southern Miss and making my decision. Well, I made my decision on New Year's Eve around really 12 o'clock that night. It just went in. When I came here, I felt nothing but family. I felt the love here. I drove around and, saw this university, and I just said I wanted to be a part of something that was built off the players. Some people that shaped me when you start off, my mom, single parent, she raised me to be respectful and respect myself and respect others. But she also taught me that nothing in life is given to you. My godfather, he came into my life at a point where I was on the verge of really not being who I am today. And he changed that around, got me into church. And my pastor, he talked to me, he made sure that, he counseled me and really got me into God. And ever since I've been had God in my life, it's just been amazing of the change that has took place. And then another guy, my uncle, who played in the NFL, who just retired this year after 10 years, and he taught me everything he knew about the game. And it's just amazing when you got a lot of people around you that hoping that you do good, then failure is not an option. And that's what they instilled into me. That's who I am today. I used to watch the Steel Curtain, guys like Joe Green, all them guys, just watching them and see how they play. I just want to imitate my game out of that. Like, guys used to be intimidated them, like Midnight Train Lane. Guys used to be scared to even run their way, and that's just who I used to watch. Like, I never watched like the new school. I always watch old school where like rules weren't there, and they used to just play, and that's why I try to imitate my game out there. We're gonna hit you in your mouth, and we're gonna get back up and do it again and time again. And like, we don't care who you are, where we at, or what time we playing. It could be 6 o'clock in the morning, or it could be 9 o'clock at night. Wherever we at or what we doing, we're gonna hit you in your mouth, and that's nasty bunch football. It's just being nasty. We are totally different. This defense is not like last year's defense. Last year's defense was good, but I see this defense a whole nother level. We're faster, we're bigger, we're stronger, and in my eyes, and I see us we had came a long way from last year's defense. Last year everybody, sometimes by the end of the season, you knew what we were doing, but this year I feel like with so much stuff that we're doing, you will never know what kind of game plan we got or what we got going into the game. What I like most about the game of football is the physicality. Like, it's man on man. Like, you gonna figure out who the big dog and who the little dog. And at the end of the day, when you playing out there, everybody can talk, across, like, a lot of people these days talk across social media or talk before the game, but when you between that line of scrimmage, it's just you and them. And who gonna be the ones who, put their tail in between their legs and take off running. Well, coming here, I never knew nothing about Southern Miss, especially not the defense. But when I set foot on campus, everyone, started to call me and say, Southern Miss got a tradition of being, hard knocks defense. And, come from my high school, that we built on defense. So I started to look up, and next thing you know, things was popping up, the nasty bunch. And I saw a lot of guys, a part of that. And a couple guys that stood out to me was Adelis Thomas, straight off the back, who played in the NFL with the Patriots and a number of other teams like the Baltimore Ravens. And when I figured out what kind of defense that you gotta be, like how you gotta be to play on this defense, it took my game up to a whole nother level, and especially in practice and especially on game day. A couple guys that stood out to me that took me under their wing when I stepped foot on campus was Raheem Nunez, Kyrie Thornton, Daz McCullum, Michael Smith. All them guys were here already, and they knew what it took to play on this defense. And coming in as a freshman, my mindset was a red shirt straight off the back. But them guys told me, nah, we're going to make sure that you're on the field with us. Man, they took me on their wing. They taught me what it takes to play on this defense. And since then, I've been just trying to pass that addition on to incoming freshmen or guys that's never played a snap in a game. Just show them what it takes to really play it. Part of that defensive line that set up a front called the nasty bunch. Well, what I'm majoring in now is sports management, and some people are fortunate to go to the next level to play in the NFL, but if that's not, then my mindset is, to help in that generation become even better football players, even more knowledgeable of the game. You know, I want to be a coach. I really want to, you know, go into start off at probably a GA job, and then work my way up until possibly being a position coach, and then one day being a defensive coordinator for a college and working my way up to the NFL if that's possible. Getting to play at the next level would mean, I feel like even if I just make it to training camp or something, but I feel like that would be a goal to accomplish. You know, I could say that I went all the way and I gave my all, but eventually, you know, it had to end. But I will feel accomplished and I will feel happy enough to know that I made it that far, because a lot of guys don't.